But nonetheless, let's continue with our coverage. ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa today holding a mini rally in Nkomazi. It's a mini siyanqoba rally. That's in Mpumalanga, and it forms part of the last stages of the elections campaign as the country heads to the polls next week. Nhlanhla Jele is part of our team watching that campaign. She joins us now live. And yeah, Nhlanhla, it certainly feels like crunch time.
Good morning to you, Ayanda, and to our viewers at home. If you can just see behind me, people are already here sitting on their stands. Earlier on, we saw a lot of old people moving actually from these stands, Ayanda, to the marquee that has been put there for them in the middle of the stadium, where President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to address later on in the day. We understand that he'll be here around 1 o'clock in the afternoon. But I'll just speak to some of the people that we found when we got here who are sitting on the grandstands. These two young men who are here this morning. Thank you so much for your time and for joining us at the SABC. What are you expecting to hear this afternoon when President Cyril Ramaphosa takes the podium?
Expect ukuthi President Cyril Ramaphosa angasikhuphula yonke lento lesikhala ngayo lesifuna yona. Aphenze asikhulisele lendzawo yethu njengoba siyibona yakhula. Aphenze
as you have heard, Ayanda, this young man says they're expecting the president to increase everything that they've been complaining about. Obviously, some of those things include service delivery issues, water, electricity, and of course, unemployment is a bit rife in this part of the province in Mpumalanga, in Nkomazi. This is another gentleman who's also here to hear what the president has to say this afternoon. My guy, thank you so much for your time, for joining us at the SABC. What are your challenges in now election kamhlushwa?
Lesina sinenkinga yemigwaqo kupresident yethu make sure ukuthi angasilungisela umgwaqo wethu as improve indzawo ngiyabonga.
Thank you very much. As you have heard him, Ayanda, he says that they have an issue with the roads. Also, roads is another issue that some of the people here in Kamhlushwa have an issue with in Nkomazi. But as you can see, Ayanda, more and more people are making their way to the stadium, eagerly awaiting to hear what President Cyril Ramaphosa is expected to say. Also, we understand that in less than 10 days from today, elections are coming. So we're just going to speak to another young man who's also here. Maybe he'll just tell us about voting. My guy, Gunjan. If you can just tell us, are you voting? What are your thoughts around voting? What do you want to see more to vote?
Yes, I'm voting because they promise, but the good thing they so anything my youngster very logo because mostly I was vote youth. No one about manje nase ingalungiswa khona imigwaqo ngikuthola imali because ngalankomazi vele kugcwele kakhulu unemployment rate setulu kakhulu manje hey bakhala kakhulu ngakho.
So I'll vote. Ayanda, as you have heard this young man saying that he's not voting because a lot of promises have been made. Roads, infrastructure, unemployment, he says, is on the rise here in Nkomazi. So those are some of the things that we're hoping President Cyril Ramaphosa is going to respond to when he takes to the podium later on today. As you have seen, Ayanda, there is quite a bit of movement. Unfortunately for you and the viewers at home, we cannot show you the whole stadium because this is the only section that makes sense visually at the moment. But Ayanda, so far people are making their way in. President Cyril Ramaphosa will take to the stage at 1 p.m. Ayanda?
All right, Nhlanhla Jele, thanks very much indeed for speaking to us. Nhlanhla is live to us there from Nkomazi in Mpumalanga. As you can see there, political parties not leaving anything to chance, campaigning still in various parts of the country with just a week to go to the elections.